It's funny how time quietly teaches us through the smallest things. You live long enough, and you start noticing every metal object in your house, no matter how solid it looks, eventually wears down. The fan in the corner, the chair frame, even the tiny screw under the table, they all have their limit. But the real issue isn't that things break. It's how we react when they do. Most people just replace them. It's quick, it's easy, but over time, that habit of easy spending quietly drains your finances. Financial management doesn't start with investing or saving. It starts with decisions like these: to fix or to replace, to need or just to want. Every expense is a choice, and the way you make those small, repeated choices says a lot about whether you truly respect the value of your money. So, as I said before, if there's a metal item in your home that's broken but still fixable, take the time to fix it. Don't rush to throw it away. Don't rush to replace it. And if you're not sure where to start, hit subscribe and follow along. Every day, I share simple ways to repair, restore, and take better care of things in the life you already have. Seems like today's video took a little turn because my welding machine just broke. It's frustrating it broke. This welding machine has always been my go-to for fixing metal. But don't worry, I've got an idea. You might be a little surprised. If you're a new viewer, you're probably wondering what this AA battery has to do with fixing things. Well, I'll reveal my idea. I plan to use it to make a welding machine. The first step will be extracting the core of this battery to create the welding tip. Did you know? The core of an AA battery can actually be used to make a welding tip for a DIY welding machine. The reason is that the battery core contains metal with good conductivity, and its size and shape make it convenient for creating a small, precise tip, perfect for simple at-home welding tasks. Regarding the welding tip, as you know, the tip needs to have a shape that makes precise contact with the material. The battery core has two flat ends, so we'll grind one end down, smoothing out the edges to create a more practical and precise welding tip. But before grinding, we'll wipe the battery core clean a bit so the surface isn't dirty and it's easier to work with. The next step, I'll pick an old, hollow spark plug from this tray of spark plugs. The metal casing is still solid enough to hold the battery core. Careful selection ensures the finished welding tip is sturdy, easy to handle, and safer to use. Here I have a single electrical wire. We'll connect one end of the wire to the welding tip, and at the same time, secure the tip inside the spark plug body. To keep the wire from getting in the way while welding, we'll wrap a few turns of tape to secure it to the spark plug. This keeps the setup neat and ensures the welding tip stays firmly in place during use. The other end of the cable will be connected to a piece of metal to link it to the power source. This completes the circuit, allowing electricity to flow to the welding tip steadily and safely. This is the metal ring. We'll connect it to the other end of the wire. Here I have an additional electrical wire. We'll connect one end to the metal ring and the other end to a crocodile clip. To power the device, I'll use a specialized battery from a welding machine or drill. Its specifications are suitable to provide enough electricity for this DIY welding setup, especially if you don't have a car battery. It worked! Now we'll bring out the strainer from earlier and get to fixing it. The part where I adjust and shape it might take a little longer before welding. If you find it too slow, feel free to skip ahead. Although it's been repaired, I won't jump conclusions just yet. I'll apply a bit of force to see how well it holds. At this point, I can tell you that we've completely succeeded. At the end, I have two small examples to share. If you support me, make sure to watch this entire video. thank you for watching the entire video. I hope today's tips show you that, with a little creativity and care, you can fix and make the most of what you have instead of rushing to replace it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and follow along so you won't miss the next little tips.